I'm Debbie Godfrey. Welcome to the Positive Parenting PEP Talks podcast.
What do you do when your child's whining? It is so annoying. It drives most of us crazy. So I want to give you a few tools today for dealing with whining and crying. And the first one is kind of funny or silly, but it actually works. And you, instead of saying, stop whining, quit whining, and even saying use your words is very helpful. And that's what most of the preschool teachers will do, and most of us parents do too, because we hear it from them. You know, use your regular tone of voice, or use a voice that I can understand, use a voice I can hear. Those help, but they're not as good as my favorite, which is use your negotiating skills. And it's really funny because even with a 3 or 4-year-old, you can say this to them when they're whining and they stop. Now, yes, it's probably because they don't know what negotiating means, but still they stop whining and then they're curious. And so you get to explain to them what negotiating is. And it actually can get them really excited and redirect them from the whining into figuring out how to communicate with you what it is they need. Another idea for dealing with the whining behavior is to use something we call redirecting for inadequacy or avoidance. This is a misbehavior that kids do when they're feeling discouraged from feeling capable or valuable or lovable. What happens is they feel like they can't do anything. They feel sorry for themselves. They feel like it's no use. And so they give up. And that's called the goal of inadequacy or the goal of avoidance. And often when they're in this goal, they're doing the whining things. So if it is the goal of inadequacy, one of the things that you can do is look at what's going on in your child's world that's overwhelming them, that's causing them to feel like they can't, like they're going to give up. And what you want to do is break that, whatever that is, up into smaller steps and make it more doable. So let's say they're whining because they can't clean up their room. Like you've asked them to clean their room and they're like, I can't, I'm too tired, I don't want to do it. And they're whining. So what you want to think about is, how could I break this up into smaller steps for them? Well, maybe you can say, how about if you pick up all the toys first? Or how about if you pick up all the clothes first? Or how about if you pick up everything that's red first? And then let them take a break. Like, okay, great job. Let's have a 5-minute break, and then we'll go back and see what's next. So that's a way to really help them get out of the overwhelm, which is often what leads to the whining, crying behavior. Sometimes if they're whining, particularly about homework, it could be because they're not feeling capable, they're not feeling like they can do it. In that case, it's not so much discipline as they need extra help or extra support. So either you can help them or maybe see if they need a tutor. A lot of times kids just start giving up in a particular subject area because they feel like they can't do it because they really can't do it. They need some extra tutoring or extra help, but they don't know how to ask for it. And so they just say, oh, that's stupid, or I give up, or I don't want to do it, or they whine. So definitely getting them some extra help will alleviate the need for them to be whining, because then they'll be feeling more capable of being able to do it when they get extra support. So look for those opportunities today when they're whining to say, use your negotiating skills, or to break up the task or chore into smaller steps, and really have a great day. Happy parenting.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Positive Parenting PEP Talks podcast. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Debbie Godfrey, owner and founder of positiveparenting.com. I hope you'll go and check out my website and follow me on Instagram and let me know about what you thought about today's episode. Did you learn something new? Were you able to do something different with your children? Did you have a success story? Those are my favorite to share. Let me know. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And also, what future topics would you be interested in hearing about on the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast? Thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. Take care and happy parenting.